Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sons and Daughters of Liberty. I will try to keep my very foul language to myself this morning. You know, I think the title sums it up why I'm in a pretty, not a happy mood. And we'll get to that in a second. Give me a second while I share a couple links here. Oh, wait, that's right. I can't share to Twitter. Because for some odd reason, my account has been temporarily some features shut down, such as sharing this live stream to it, or retweeting a post that I posted last night. Kind of figured something was up when I wasn't getting no notifications, and none of my stuff was getting any likes last night. But really, I think the part that really got me was what I got to go through to regain all the features, and I'm going to show you here in a second. I find it, quite frankly, a bunch of BS. But just so you guys can see, I'm going to hit the share button, share to Twitter. That what comes up when I tried to share. Of course, I've got this other tab open because this is what happened when I tried to retweet. We've temporarily limited some of your account features. What happens? Your account appears to have exhibited automated behavior violating the Twitter rules. You can use all of Twitter's features again once you complete the following steps to confirm you are the account owner. For full access, you must pass a Google reCAPTCHA challenge. Oh joy, those are fun. When you tap start, this is the best part, Google may collect and use information about you, your device, and browser. View Google's policy. Well, let me tell you something. That's basically saying when I click start here, I'm giving them permission to access anything on my computer. And last time I checked, you don't have a court order. It's kind of illegal. Twitter should know I'm not a bot. I do Periscope videos. Just did one last week. And how is suspicious behavior when you retweet something that you've posted to reshare? Suspicious behavior. Wait. I got it. This is what really caused it. This is what they're got their panties in a bunch. I'm sure you guys can all read that. This was shared on Facebook yesterday by a friend of mine. So I reposted it on Twitter. It's actually factual information. It's actually history. Sandy Hook was not the deadliest school shooting in U.S. history. I think not. In 1890, the U.S. government shot and killed over 290 unarmed Indians at a school, including over 200 women and children. How quickly we forget our history. They give up their guns too. Remember that? Anybody remember? Even I can go. This history is probably not taught in school anymore. Does anybody remember what happened at Kent State when the National Guard came in? which is the comment I had posted on top of this, under this, last night. But hey, I guess they don't like our freedoms of speech, right? I guess we're all bots when we state stuff that they don't want to hear. What will be interesting, though, man, guys, I don't know. Some of you follow me on Twitter. If they make me have to put a confirmation code sent to text, I don't have a cell phone, so this account may be done. It may be done because anyway, because I don't think I want them to have information that they want to get illegally off my computer. It might take a few hours for me to cool off before I make a decision on this. But let's read their policy, shall we? There are many different ways you can use our services. Yeah. Do certain. The choice we offer, including how to access and update information we collect. Here we go. This is the section we want. We collect information to provide better service to all our users, from figuring out basic stuff like which language you speak to more complex things like which ads you'll find most useful, the people who matter most to you online, or which YouTube videos you may like. Well, I kind of like Sons of Daughters of Liberty YouTube videos. Me, the people's perspective. You know, the ones that I share and like. Free Spirit, Press News, and a bunch of other ones. And everything in between in every niche. Just like my music, from classical to death metal. Information you give us. For example, many of our services require you to sign up for a Google account. Got one. When you do, we'll ask for personal information like your name, email address, telephone number, or credit card, which they actually have, to store with your account. If you want to take full advantage of the sharing features we offer, we might also ask you to create a publicly visible Google profile, which I have, which may include your name and photo. Wait, they know I have all these things because I also use Gmail as my emailing address and account for all business-related stuff. Information we get from your use of our service. We collect information about the services that you use and how often you use them. Like when you watch a video on YouTube, visit websites that use our advertising service, or view and interact with our ads and content. The information includes device information. We collect device information such as your hardware model, operating system, version, unique device indicators, and mobile network information, including phone number. Google may associate your device identifiers or phone numbers with your Google account. When you use our services or view content provided by Google, we automatically collect and store certain information in server logs. This includes details of how you used our service, such as your search queries. Telephony logs, information like your phone number, calling party numbers, forwarding numbers, time and dates of calls, duration of calls, MS routing information and types of calls, independent protocol addresses, device event information such as crashes, system activity, hardware settings, browser type, browser language, the date and time of your request, and referral URL, cookies that may uniquely identify your browser or your Google account. Location information. When you use Google devices, wow, all these pop-ups. We may collect and process information about your actual location. We use various technology to determine location, including IP address, GPS, and other sensors that may, for example, provide Google with information on nearby devices, Wi-Fi access points, and cell towers. Unique application numbers. Local storage. We may collect and store information, including personal information, locally on your device using mechanisms such as browser web storage, including HTML5 and application data caches. Good thing I didn't use CC Cleaner today, right? Which I thought it was funny to do this video. I had to sign in to YouTube because I mysteriously got signed out. Imagine that. Yeah, just a bit ridiculous to have to go through this BS. All because somebody on Twitter didn't like something I posted. And when I say somebody, I mean one of their techs. As we've all known, anybody can go look at the Project Veritas videos and what their techs have said about Twitter. Honestly, I'm amazed it hasn't happened sooner with some of the stuff that I post and share. But it is funny that, today, for those that caught last night's streams, know that I'm planning on doing a collaboration video live stream later today with Spirit Free Press News on a certain topic, and there's a couple people that I can only reach via Twitter that I needed to talk to today, and lo and behold, I guess because I talked about it over Hangouts, they decided to let's mess with Smiley today. Well, you're definitely gonna mess with the right one, because game on. I also love how there's can't email. They don't give you, email them if you think this was an error. Oh no, we want to collect your information. Like I said, how do you get suspicious activity out of retweeting your own damn tweet? You don't. That's not suspicious activity. That's them just being bona fide dicks. as being censorship Nazis. And it's convenient that I can't use Periscope because my Periscope was created through Twitter. Imagine that. Well, yeah, it does suck because we was actually playing around in the analytics last night, which I very seldom look at. 88% of my views come from Twitter here for my channel. The largest reach for my audience is from Twitter. Interesting enough, isn't it? That we just have to look at those statistics yesterday. And the funny thing is, the retweet that they hit me on was last night's video from last night's live stream. You know, that's the part I've always talked about. When we have corporations that don't honor and respect and adhere to our constitutional rights here in the U.S. Twitter is based out of here in the U.S. They're on the soil to use these servers here in the U.S., which should make them bound to honor our Constitution and not violate it. That should apply to any. But yet we have some congressmen in Congress basically telling Twitter, Facebook, and all these companies to censor people, to ban them, to remove their opinions and views. The very opinions and views that are protected under our very own Constitution. This is coming from Congress that swore to take an oath to uphold our Constitution, who try every day to destroy it. Why are you guys continuously voting those idiots, those traitors, into office? Oh, but they were talking about Alex Jones. You know what? I don't care. I hate Alex Jones. Truly do. But I tell you what, just because he was being attacked because of his First Amendment right, and the day when we don't defend people we don't like is the day we'll find ourselves on the receiving end sometime down the road. Oh, it's because it was just Alex Jones. No, it's every single one of you. What, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago? Anybody remember the Twitter purge? You know, some people lost thousands of people from their followers, people they followed because they were purged, because they were talking about things that they have a right to talk about. But it was, in certain people's eyes, it was against the status quo. It was because they were talking about Second Amendment. They were talking about Christianity, church, God. And you want to censor them people? You want to say, oh, they're bots? Hey, Twitter, newsflash. The only bots are the bots you create in your algorithms and the people you hire for your company. Those are the real bots. Maybe Congress should investigate you guys for being bots and allowing the abuse of people's rights and freedoms. You know, interesting. Like I said, it was interesting, the chain of events that led up to it. An innocent picture, an innocent retweet, which I should have the right to retweet because it got no impressions. It was like nobody saw any of my tweets last night. Let me take you to my creator studio. So if anybody types in chat, I'm going to be away from the chat for a second. Here, let me show you guys something. This is what I found interesting. And I've heard some people say that when silencing people isn't censorship. This is silence has many aspects. Many different aspects. Silence is a tool sometimes. Sometimes you can use silence to, like with trolls, don't feed the trolls. Hit them with silence. Sometimes you can use silence to watch, observe, and just not interact. But it can also be used as a weapon. Twitter, mind you, this was at 88% last night. 49.4%. Where I get most of my external sources, hits, and views from. Unknown or infrequent, which is kind of off because I'll show you in a second because I'm in the mood for sharing today. Unknown or infrequent, that's kind of wrong. Facebook, 21.7%. Wow, that's changed since last night, considering it was at like 0.5% or 3%, some crap like that. Considering I don't share hardly any of my videos up until recently on Facebook, in the Facebook group I created, which has already gotten me banned there once, 7 days. Yeah, that's the other thing I've been experimenting with to see and collecting evidence on. Oh, YouTube, I only get 2.5%. That's, yeah, we did that. Funny, I've never used that word in any of my titles, but yet I'm getting hits off it. For those that want to know how good YouTube's voice recognition is. But if we're talking about external sources, let's talk about that. And let's talk about why my videos, why you can never trust YouTube and their view counts. You guys see that right number right there? For those that can't, because it is kind of small. 2,260 views. Last night's video, 529 views. $1,038 views, which I can't actually show that one. That's on her channel. We can't be silent any longer. 673 views. Time to have a serious talk. 1,024 views. Fences under bridges to keep campers out. 1,048 views. So, let's go back to YouTube once I figure out how to get out of here. Last night's video, 21 views. Far cry from just a little over 600. We can't be silent longer. 17 views. That's a far cry from over 1,000. Same way with that one. 25 views. Oh, fences under bridges to keep campers out. Got over 2,000 views on the mines. 20 views. But we know all that. But that's how they like to get us. That's how they like to discourage you. And that in itself is also a form of censorship. When you don't show the actual statistics and analytics, the actual view count. And it's discouraging to people. I know. I talk to people. I hear people complain about it all the time. You know, until you actually sit here and show them, look, point it out to them. Here, go try it over here. Share your videos over here. The nice thing about the mines, you can also boost your stuff. Which that feature's probably going away here soon because, you know, the mines, Gab, they all want to go to more of a crypto-based system. The fact is, you know, hey, there's no such thing as free speech on any of those platforms. I can actually go show you on the mines where your stuff can be flagged, removed, reported. I haven't seen it happen yet. Of course, I did catch on the mines. I got unsubscribed from somebody. But with the mines, you know, it's a beta, still in beta phase. Weird stuff like that happens a lot more frequently than we actually catch. But there's no excuse for those things on Twitter. There's no excuse for them knowing full damn well a person's not a bot. Especially, you know, that's the part that killed me. Them going saying people are bots that do periscopes. You know damn well they're not a bot. You know full damn well they got their, you know, because you're seeing them, their face, their live. You're hearing them talk. Give me a break. Do you think we're that dumb? Apparently, some of your employees are that dumb. And I'd like to know where they got their education, because apparently it came out of a Cracker Jack box. Because seriously, we've forgotten that when you hold positions like that, when you're a journalist doing media and stuff, when you're a judge, you are supposed to be biased. Even a lawyer, you're supposed to be biased. You're supposed to not allow your opinions and your views to interfere in your job. You're supposed to look at everything and not judge it based on what you believe. I guess they don't teach that stuff in school. Oh, of course not. You know, but these is what we constantly deal with every day. Anytime we post something. Is it going to stop me from posting things? No. You know, yes, I have a decision to make whether I want to give them access to my information on my computer. But that's funny. Out of all the technology these days, they know the information and they know what devices we use. They know when I'm on my cell phone, which only has internet access. They know when I post from there. They have all this information already. They know. And it just, most people, oh, yeah, it happens on all platforms, even in the gaming platform, World of Warcraft. First time I go take my computer when I'm down in North Carolina. What's the first thing I got to do? Oh, I got to reapprove and prove that it's me logging into that account from a different IP address. The headache. And I know I've bitched and complained about it many times, but it's actually that one's actually an important information because they have certain information that I've put on there that lets them know it's me. And all I got to do is answer a couple questions, and I get my account right back. You know, it is a nice little security feature, but then there's sometimes, there's certain antivirus softwares that actually treats your IP as a VPN, and it constantly changes your location. It gives you different locations. Like, it used to drive me nuts when my friend did it because he'd come on, and you wouldn't know it was him because there's some tracking devices out there that you can put on your websites that track people's locations, lets you know where they're from or who they are. And every time he'd come on, it'd say, one time it said he was living out in California on the West Coast. Full damn well, he lived at that time like 4 hours from me. You know what this is, and what this is all about is collecting information. They want to know what sites I go on. They want to know this, what groups I affiliate with. Not like they don't get that every day when I do searches and stuff, right? Because I'm always researching stuff. I'm always working on something. You know, But in order to get back into my account, yeah, we've temporarily limited some of your account features. I can't even access my account right now until I do this. I've tried. I tried from my phone. We went downstairs and got on another laptop. Tried to get it. Nope. That's not temporarily, guys. Oh, it's see, play on words. It's temporarily until I click that start button. So, curiosity kills the cat, right, guys? Let's click the start button. I am not a bot. Let's see how easy this is. Oh, I don't have to type nothing in? Thanks for verifying the information. To prevent this from happening again, please make sure you stick to the Twitter rules to help ensure Twitter is a safe place for everyone. Hey, Twitter, how about you respect my constitutional rights and my freedom of speech? While we're on the Twitter subject, hey, Twitter, how about stop posting tweets for me that you want to run as ad-based? I've caught you 4 times, and I've showed people and shared it with people. Guys, if you guys see the tagline trending twitter.com, I didn't post it. That's Twitter posting on suggested content that's trending. You guys know my views and opinions on trending. Trending is a distraction. But yeah, that's what they hit me for. I went to go retweet this and wasn't able to retweet it. I wasn't able to retweet this. Let's see how they like this. Now that I can tweet. Yeah, I couldn't even share my video to Twitter. Let me give you another bit of information, guys. They can have all the information that's on the desktop. Because any evidence and stuff I do, research I do, is on a 3 terabyte portable hard drive that once I'm done is disconnected. All my portable hard drives are disconnected, so they get no information. Yeah, you get some BS images from when graphics and stuff when I do work on graphics. And you get my browsing history. Whoopsie, you had my browsing history anyway. Why? Google has it. Like they have all my Hangout stuff, even though I delete all my stuff. As we know, as it's stated in their community guidelines, nothing's deleted. For all of you that they lost your YouTube accounts, so they got deleted, sorry, it's archived. Never deleted. It's actually in their community guidelines and terms of service. You know, nothing pisses me off more than seeing censorship. when they say they need to dictate what can be said, what can be content, I don't monetize for that very reason. People that monetize, and you know it, you might not want to openly admit it, but you know it. They control what you say, what you say, what you can say. I'm not knocking those that do it. I'm just saying you made that choice. I made a choice not to. I don't want no corporation dictating what I can say. My personal opinion on that is, yes, there's a lot of work that goes into some of this, especially those that make it look real nice and fancy, spend hours editing, run software so they can live stream, make it look real nice. That software isn't, well, it's kind of cheap, but it isn't cheap. You know, like XSplit, the one I use, the license is like 300 or 400 bucks. Occasionally you can catch it once a year on sale for like 200. Great program. But you can run it for like 13 bucks or 15 bucks for a 3 months license and get all the features. But you're still, you still got to pay something to be able to do those things. And it takes time to set them up. I get that. But I get why some people want to monetize, because it is work. So I've never knocked that. I've always, the problem is when they force to tell you what content you can talk about. Now here's a suggestion for YouTube. You got YouTube, you have YouTube TV. Make all these major media outlets, put them on YouTube TV. Take those sponsors, those advertisers that want to add, that don't want to add channels like this, let them put their ads on YouTube TV. It's TV, guys. It has commercials. Let them run their ads there. You'll make a killing, and let sponsors and advertisers that want to support the everyday people, the people that want to talk about things that your other advertisers don't want, let them come in, let those other guys come in and sponsor those. That'll fix your problem, YouTube. There's solutions to everything if you're willing to listen and hear. And I know you hear me, because I know how your voice algorithm works. Just like signing me out of YouTube happened last night too, during a live stream. I know I don't have 1,000 subscribers, which means I don't have Super Chat. I look down, I see Super Chat showing up in my chat, means only one thing: I got disconnected. And sure enough, as soon as I hovered over the chat thing, sign in. Then, not even a minute later, oh, mysteriously I'm signed back in. But as far as Twitter goes, game on. And you guys out there, there's a lot of important issues going on right now. But the attack on our First Amendment is just as important as the attacks on our Second Amendment. And it's time that Many of you, contact your congressman and let them know we're tired of the censorship. You know, I know one senator that's been openly speaking out of late about the censorship. I know a state senator here in Ohio that's spoken out against Facebook. Why? Because he wanted to talk about the opioid epidemic that's happening here in Ohio. And he talked about it, and Facebook suspended him because he talked about it. A senator, a state senator. That should be a wake-up call even to our politicians, that they're not even safe. There comes a point where you can go too far with this, and some platforms have really stepped over the line. For me, the Twitter thing was just nothing more than an inconvenience today. But it was an inconvenience that has now wasted an hour of my time. But I'm not going to say it was a waste of an hour of my time. It became something educational for you guys. To show you, okay, this is what takes place. Let's go read the community guidelines. What am I giving up to get my channel back? Because like I said, some people, they made confirm a verification code that was text to them. That happens to me, channel's gone. There's no getting it back. I don't have a activated cell phone, so, you know, could never prove I'm a bot. But I shouldn't have to. I've done Periscope videos. And come to find out, I couldn't even do a Periscope video because that was originally how I was going to try to reach people on Twitter. Then I was going to upload it here after I was done, but I just think it was funny. I got nailed for trying to retweet my own content. Twitter, how dumb is that? How could you even label that as suspicious activity? Well, we know what it was because what I was trying to retweet. You know, actually factual history, guys. Look it up. Research it. And if you can't find it online, there's still native community tribes on federal land that you can go speak to, that you can contact. Ask them the truth. Get it from right straight from the horse's mouth. You want to know the atrocities that was committed to the Indians. You know, just trust me. You guys hear me? I'm just as good with my words when it comes to writing. Well, apparently I don't have all my features back yet. It's not showing my who I'm following. Maybe they didn't like it that I cleaned up my followers. Or the people that I follow, not followers. Because I went from 300 to 200. Because I chose to do spring cleaning. Oh wait, they would have known that because I even did a tweet on that one. Why I chose to do spring cleaning. You guys see the point here? They know there was no suspicious activity on my account. They know I'm not a bot. They want to say that they can live in their little land of an illusion. We all know what reality is. We all know that we need to start demanding of our congressmen that we put an end to corporations not honoring our constitutional rights here in the U.S. There should be no censorship of any freedom of speech, of any expression, art. And yes, when I say art, that goes in categories people might not like. But it is art. It's entertainment. It's expression. Let us police our own. Thank you very much. We can police our communities quite well. We know when we see something that shouldn't be on here to report it. And there's plenty of content on all these platforms that shouldn't be on there. But you guys don't go after them. And when it does get reported, oh, that's not in violation. But sure enough, as soon as you say something that goes against the status quo, that's in violation. I mean, maybe you need to send some of your employees back to middle school so they can get a history lesson. Specifically the things that are covered on the Constitution. Because apparently they don't know that. And don't send them to a Common Core school. Send them to a real school that teaches real history. Teaches the facts, not the facts and the cold hard truth. Not the, oh, that leaves a blemish. We got to take that out. And to the idiot on YouTube, or not YouTube, on Twitter that decided to not be professional and biased, one day, remember this, one day you're going to say something and it's going to happen to you. One day you might not be working for that corporation and you're going to find out what it's like to lose your freedom of speech, your rights to express your views. Always been the firm believer what goes around comes around. You know, But hey, I've rambled on long enough on this topic. I could ramble on this one and get a lot more explicit with it, but I'm not going to. I've got actually some other work I need to be doing. But I'm not going to forget this anytime soon. In fact, I never forget when I'm wronged. I might forgive, but I never forget. And those that know me, it takes a while before I even forgive. So, like I said, gamer on Twitter. For everybody else, sometime later this afternoon, early evening, I will be on Free Spirit Press News doing a collaboration video. I suggest you guys tune in. I don't want to give away the topic, but it's something that may potentially be affecting you from tomorrow. That maybe you haven't really heard about, might want to know about, because it kind of affects your kids as well. So definitely something you're going to want to tune into. Everyone have a good afternoon. Enjoy your day. I will see you guys later. Oh crap, hit the wrong button.